I think I'm just going to leave him right here. Hello, Santa. I mean, Santa is going to be my assistant, right? For the holidays. Hi, folks. It's a joyous little Monday. Remember, there are no mistakes, just happy what? Accidents. Happy accidents, right? It's Bob Ross's Christmas right here on Morning Mics. Good morning, everybody. Brought to you by our friends at Venbrook Insurance. Isn't that nice, Santa? You be careful with that little glass of wine right there. He really likes to take little sips. I told you nothing before 8 o'clock, okay? Wow. Just sort of coming to, Steve. Just sort of coming to. I tried a new gummy last night, and they could be a sponsor of the show because I slept 8 hours with just one little TT in the middle. As we used to call it for our girls. What do you, when your girls were little, what did you call it? A tinkle? Did you say a tinkle? A tinkle?
We were a tinkle.
Sydney, being from the South, called it TT.
Oh, I never heard that.
Y'all need a TT?
I like that, though. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I need a TT. Anyway, how about the little happy set? Should we look around? We got Sleepy Santa here, and taking a break in the workshop, working his pipe right there. Right? We got like droopy, Santa. I don't know what his vibe is, but he has no eyes. He's kind of like the guy from Fat Albert. We have a nutcracker. That's nice, right? Santa in the sleigh. We got a beautiful little stocking that I hope gets filled up. We got Big Santa in the back holding it down. We got the wreath. We have our golden reindeer. Zen Buddha is still back here and a few other things. But, we may adorn some lights. We may do some twinklers. I don't know.
People are commending our decorating.
Yeah, they wanted to see it.
I wish I had a picture of you coming down to the pool house with the box. Like, you're like, we got the box, and just carrying all the decorations. I thought it was nice.
Decorating looks great, according to Shell Rose. You know what Kay likes? Kay loves the gnome. Yeah, the gnome is kind of cool. Thanks. There he is. Right? There he is. There's the gnome. I don't like gnome for an answer. Yes. Definitely add some lights. Mary wants to see we'll do some light trimming of lights. I think so. For a couple of guys in, let's be honest, 20 minutes. In 20 minutes. Not too bad.
No. And again, impressed that you came flying down with the decorations when we were like, let's get the decorations going. Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting day this Monday, December 8th. Yesterday was the 84th anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor. And I hardly see it anywhere. Wow. Isn't that amazing? The greatest generation. And then I read some article that said, is the greatest generation Generation X, meaning us, because we didn't grow up with phones? And I'm like, no. The greatest generation is still the greatest generation who fought 2 world wars at the same time. Oh my God, people. Yeah, the new gummy kicked my ass last night. Wow, did I sleep hard? It's gonna be. Where's the elf on the shelf? Do we need to get one of those? I think we probably do and move them around the set every day. Okay. No, you have a great point right there. I'm sure Amazon will bring one over. Boy, does Amazon, there's certain things Amazon brings quickly. And coffee is one. I mean, like coffee, espresso pods, whatever. Like in 2 seconds, they bring it.
I love sometimes I get so excited for the 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. or whatever that I'll pay the money just because I get excited to see if it will get here that fast. The $2 to see, will it get here in 2 hours?
Wow. That's pretty amazing. This weekend was a wild one. I stayed at the best hotel I've ever stayed at. I went down to Scottsdale. We have a new sponsor for the show, newish, Game Day Men's Health, which is, ladies, I got to say, a lot of women came up to the tent that we had at the Grass League Championships. Women asking about the different things, we get tired, right? At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, at a certain age, you get tired, right? You're just tired, and you can get schlubby. I'm telling you that everyone needs to get their testosterone looked at. If it's too low, you got to get replacement therapy. You got to. You got to, because that's where all the belly fat comes from and the tired comes from, and you don't want to have sex and all that stuff. That can be turned around in 2 seconds. Game Day Men's Health is likely in your area. Go take a look. Bring him, send him over there. And then they got this thing called the P shot, Steve. The P shot goes right into your goes into your wiener, and it's I know it's hard to accept.
Wait, yeah.
Not for 9 months, you are. It spins the blood, and I'm telling you, you are like a stallion, stallion.
Billy, we did a big thing with them. You did a shoot with them. Did you do the P shot during that?
No,
and
my
literally don't remember.
I didn't do replacement therapy because it's high enough. I was at 500.
Of course, it's high enough.
Some men want 1,200 and 1,000 and all that. I get 500 is enough. But when it drops down to like 3 or something, the Bushman will be definitely hopping on that. But the peptides, I'm beginning that today. Okay. I told you it was in Scottsdale. Great activation at the Grass League Championships, which is a par 3 golf at night. Partners, teams, really great. That was fun. But I stayed in this hotel called the Global Ambassador. It is people watching at its finest. So many sexy people. It's unbelievable. They have a lobby bar that just goes off. And then they have a rooftop bar that's fun. And everybody kind of partakes in that. And it's just sexy. So I had a great time. Did you hear that little notification?
What was that, like your doorbell?
Can I just say something in life? Turn notifications off, right? Maybe every time you buy something somewhere, can we send you notifications? No, you can't send me notifications, and don't do it. By the way, Joy, sweet Joy, Joy Shmeha, we love her. Hi, Joy. Joy sent me a DM yesterday, and she's like, you posted that nice video on X, and then you got attacked by everybody. Be careful. Don't do that. I'm like, oh, I posted a video on X because the X algorithm sends me chaos. Bad moms dragging their kids into the room to spank them, and 2 people fighting on the street, and a girl following another girl and punching her in the face and bullying her, like 3 girls ganging up on another girl and physically punching them, like the most depraved people from our society. And these are the things that Elon Musk is feeding me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What in God's name about me says feed this? And so I go to ChatGPT and it says, if you linger on it for even a second, because it's so horrible, that the algorithm thinks you like it and sends you more. So I got to go in and like have IT department completely redo my phone to not allow such things to cause you permanent anxiety in life. This is what's wrong with our society, that this shit is being fed to people. And a lot of people aren't going to take the time to go in and reset. So Joy, I don't read those comments at all because these are not normal people. I always think that the normal people live on Instagram, and the depraved sickos and journalists who can't help themselves are on X. We put stuff on X, but I don't read comments there. Billy, you know I will always protect you. I'm like a little poodle. I will bite them in the ankles. Does that make you an ankle biter? Wow. My God, he said it. Oh, boy. That's it. That's a technical definition. Thank you, Joy. Australia is banning social media for kids. Oh, crikey. Way to go, guys. They should. Oh, man. A woman I care deeply about has a 12-year-old boy, 11-year-old boy. And I send articles all the time. Do not let the phone go. And you know what the truth is? You have to decide as a community, as a school, as a group. You can't be the one mom or dad that says, you're not getting social media. You don't get an iPhone until you're 16. And every other kid does. Parents got to get together. They got to get together at the schools with the school, and everybody decide what the rule is. I like Australia. No social media until you're 16 years old. I mean, Jesus. Arkansas banned Pornhub for anyone. Oh, one of the young guys that was traveling with us came down. He goes, what the hell? Pornhub is banned in Arizona. He was trying to watch porn in his room. You can't watch in Arizona. You know what comes up? A very attractive congresswoman. And she's like, hi, here in the state of Arizona, we don't. And I was like, way to go. No Pornhub. You see how I put that on the young guy that was working with us? Yeah, I'm kidding. It's not me. I'm too old for that. I don't enjoy it. Makes me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm too late with my kids. They're all in their 20s, but I wish I'd known. I will say this. My daughters all have a very good balance with the only thing my youngest one likes to do is make videos on TikTok and have us all participate. I think that's like family game night. I'm down with that. You know, she's like, okay, Dad, you like pick up the bagel and say, oh, I don't eat carbohydrates. And then everybody has their role and she's the director of TikTok videos. I like that. But posting a picture of yourself because you think you look cute going out for a Saturday night, right? You got a new pair of skinny jeans and you're whatever as a young girl. And someone says you look this, that, or the next thing, and it isn't polite. That does major damage to a young mind that is not near, the prefrontal cortex is not nearly formed. That does a lot of damage. And as a father of girls, I feel like a gatekeeper on that, Steve. You can relate to that.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of it. I have two. After last weekend, I have two teenagers.
Self-esteem together with fucking Gorilla Glue.
It's a full-time job, and it's interesting. Abby's high school banned phones during classes just this year, and they're like, studies have shown that this is better for them. I'm like, did you need to do a study for that? That they don't have their phones during class?
Yeah,
no, it's a battle, a real battle, and I worry about them.
Yeah. Oh man, it's unbelievable. Well, last night I got, we have a couple of shows we're taping on Thursday, Steve, in the true crime area with Darren Karp, who we love, and her partner, and they are going to rip through some The Perfect Neighbor. We're going to get into that, and we're doing a special on the Diddy doc right now, which is number one on Netflix. I watched 3 out of the 4 episodes last night.
Oh, okay, I knew you were going to dive in. I knew once you got in, you were.
Well, it's really good. And as you know, if you've heard about it, number 1 on Netflix right now, executive producer 50 Cent, who is completely obsessed with tearing down Diddy. I don't know if how much his fingerprints are on this, but let me tell you something. Diddy is a terrible guy. No, he is a terrible, terrible guy. And everybody saw the video of him beating Cassie. That alone is enough to draw your conclusion of terrible, terrible guy. But when you see all the pieces come together, and I wrote a few notes down of what you seen this dude do throughout his career, what a low, deplorable guy he is. By the way, I mean, they get into Tupac's death, the death of Tupac, shot and killed in Vegas after the Mike Tyson fight. Diddy wanted to rent cars for their whole team to drive up there. Keefe D, the guy who confessed to shooting Tupac, was hired by Diddy's security guy, according to Keefe D. I was hired by Diddy's security guy. Like, his fingerprints are all over the death of Tupac. When Biggie got shot, Biggie Smalls got shot in LA on the corner of Fairfax and Wilshire. Diddy always said that Notorious B.I.G. wanted to go to Los Angeles to promote his album and throw a party, even though it was dangerous. After the death of Tupac, they were like, yo, don't come around here. Stay on the East Coast. Do not come out here. And Diddy always said, no, Biggie wanted to. Bullshit. Biggie did not want to go to Los Angeles. He did not want violence. He wanted peace. He didn't want anything to do with it. And Diddy said, no, we're going out there. We're going to stick it in their face, because he just had that gangster streak and he wanted to show, look how tough we are. They survived the first initial party and trip to the Soul Train Awards and all that as award season. And Biggie's album was coming out. So Diddy wanted to make a lot of noise. and have him parade around town. Look at us. We're still standing after everybody in the West Coast thought they were involved in the death of Tupac. So for the first time ever, a rap artist was going to go meet like the European press. They were going to do a junket in London for Biggie. And the night before the flight to London, Diddy calls Tim, what's his name? Tim Dog. And he says, the guy that's coordinating everything, and he says, cancel the flight. Cancel the flight. Biggie's not going. He's staying here. I want to stay here in Los Angeles. Cancel the flight. Biggie did not want to cancel the flight. And what happened when they canceled the flight? They doubled back into Los Angeles, and Biggie got shot. Here's something that's inconvenient. Diddy was, they were negotiating his contract at the time. Yeah, the album was finished, and now they were negotiating a new contract. Doesn't look good, right?
That is crazy.
Did he set up his own buddy? Did he look the other way? I don't know. But that timing's unfortunate. Then Diddy, here's the worst. Watch this. It gets worse. Diddy threw a huge funeral in New York, like a hero's funeral for the Notorious B.I.G. And everybody came out from Bed-Stuy to Harlem, baby. The streets were packed. And the adoration, and the funeral was massive. Everyone thought Diddy's paying for this. He's paying for this out of his money. Out of Bad Boy's going to pick up the tab for their number one artist and the whole thing. He didn't pay for it. He billed the estate of Biggie Smalls. He had Biggie pay for his own funeral. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, you think Biggie's mom, Valletta, doesn't talk to Puff? And then he went on all these appearances. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. And then he broke out with Sting. Every breath you take, I'll be missing you, the whole thing. And Diddy launched his own career off the back of the death of Biggie Smalls that he basically enabled by pulling back security, by pulling back his flight, by walking him into the lion's den. The guy is truly evil, man. And then, oh boy, Shine spent 10 years in jail. The rapper Shine, for firing a gun. Diddy got out of it. And you know who knows? J-Lo. J-Lo knows the real story, and nobody's gotten to J-Lo. J-Lo knows what happened that night because 2 guns were fired, and Diddy says it wasn't him, and he got out of it. Shine went to jail for 10 years. This is just crazy. But boy, I'm telling you, man, everyone that worked for Bad Boy, all of his partners, he screwed him out of it. Kirk Burroughs.
It's crazy. Oh,
Kirk Burroughs founded Bad Boy with when Sean Combs broke away from Andre Harrell, he started Bad Boy Records. And Kirk Burroughs came with him and he said, Kirk, this is what Diddy did because he didn't, oh my God. So it starts off, you know how Diddy became famous. He was a party promoter all over town, but he put on this celebrity basketball game at City College. 9 people died. They couldn't get the end. There's too many people. He over-promoted, and they were crushing down a staircase to get out. 9 people were crushed and died, and it was a total and complete disaster and tragedy, and he appeared everywhere, and he talked about how sad. He got big and famous off the back of that. That's what made him a big deal. So then he was like, I'm getting too big, and he broke away from Andre Harrell and Uptown Records, and he started Bad Boy. And when he started Bad Boy, he said because of that event, and he didn't want the families of all those people who died to come after him for money, right? So he put 75% of the company, the new company, in his mother's name, Janice Combs, and 25% in the name of Kirk Burroughs, who was his partner anyway and did all the financial work. And then later, he made Kirk Burroughs sign these documents to give back his 25%. Just fucked him. Just completely screwed him out of his ownership in the company. I mean, just a series of shady, awful, low quality, just low character moves. Then it gets into the, when that Making the Band show, Aubrey O'Day, what he did to her. just her self-esteem into a pile. Tried to have sex with her, tried to get her to hook up with him. She said no. 6 months later, she's gone. Okay, coincidence. This is just, it's wild, man. It's number one on Netflix for a reason. You can't stop watching it. It is spicy.
It's gonna,
and it's shit. I mean, the guy is a shitty guy through and through. The worst guy. And remember when I said, J-Lo knows, and I can't believe no one's gone to, she won't answer it, but just for the body language expert that does the follow-up. And then of course, Cassie, it gets into Cassie in the third episode. She was 19 years old when she came to the company, to Bad Boy, 19. And they show a picture of her at 19. Steve, I almost started to cry. I was sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh my God, she's a little girl. No, she's a little girl. God damn it. I'm like, no. And she had this boyfriend who was a record executive producer with Diddy, named Ryan Leslie. And Diddy put his eyes on her. Diddy, of course, had Kim Porter, the wife. And, the big executive is allowed to have the wife and the girl. And Kim had all the kids and the stuff. When she would come around, they would stick Cassie away and the whole thing. And Ryan Leslie, the boyfriend, disappears. He was producing her, getting ready to make an album with her. Diddy gets rid of the guy, takes the girl, and you know what he did with her over the years. I mean, abusive shit beyond belief. And they interview the gigolo that they hired. I forgot his name, like the Hammer or the Snake or the Thunder. I don't know. He seems like a very nice guy, but I mean, as far as gigolos go, who have sex with women while men watch and direct, he says Diddy was a psychopath on the direction and all this. This happened for The Punisher. This happened for 8 years. The guy was doing things with Cassie for Diddy's enjoyment for 8 years. Huh. All of a sudden, when Diddy wanted her, he fired Ryan Leslie and gave her a 10-record deal and never got to the records. He kept saying to her, your album is next. Your album is next. And she's like, okay. And then she would do all these things he wanted her to do. Your album's next. We're getting to it. And guess what? Finally, she's like, I have a job. I need to go. I can't be up for another 4th day in a row having sex with your man you hired. And he goes, babe, you don't have a job. This is your job. There were never any records coming your way. This is your job. How is this guy only in jail for 50 months? What a failure. What a failure in New York. Oh my God, this is going to make you so mad when you watch this shit. What a failure of justice. That piece of garbage is coming out in 50 months. And you look at these scumbag lawyers. His lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, is on the phone. We're going to get you out of it. You did nothing wrong. You're a great guy. What a scumbag. That guy's got to sleep at night. Woo! I'm on a heater this morning on that shit. Oh my God. Disgusting human being.
Well, Bill, we're going to, as you set all this up, we're going to talk about we're going to pre-tape a true crime special for the holidays. Other people in the chat here asked, are you watching the Brian Walsh trial? And surprise for you too, we're talking about that in the special also. I didn't even tell you about that yet. But everybody's like, are you watching Brian Walsh? So we'll learn more about that. Me too. But that Darren and Sarah want to talk about that.
Yeah. No, we get a lot of Walsh interaction there. Yeah, we do. Oh, look at yeah. Agnifilo's daughter reps Mangione. Yeah, we're getting into Mangione too. Why are we doing so much true crime at the holidays, Steve? I love it.
Because it's hot. I think these shows are going to be, there's really interesting stuff going on. We're doing a whole Mangione special. So.
This is interesting. 50 Cent went to the White House to keep Trump from pardoning Diddy. God, Trump will pardon the worst people. Oh, if you judge a man by the people he pardons, he's a bad guy. Jesus. If he pardons Diddy, I swear to God. Oh, my God. Oh, we'll get Melanie on. We'll get the lovely Melanie Little to go over Brian Walsh with us. Yeah, we'll bring her on tomorrow. Maybe Melanie will talk about it with us. We love her. Yeah, the Brian Walsh trial's live. That's what Melanie does all day. I've been trying to catch up with Melanie. We have so much to catch up on off camera. But he'll pardon anyone with a bribe. It's true. It's true. It's super true. Woo. Okay. So can we, as we go, yeah. 50 Cent is doing interviews only on ABC channels because that's the only channel that the prisoners get to watch. Oh my God. I hate to say this. I've received in my career over time many letters from jail and a couple of like collect phone calls because prisoners get to watch linear television, Access Hollywood, Extra. So they're like, yeah, Billy Bush said it tonight. That man, I'm like, Billy, you have a collect call from the Idaho State Prison. And I just go, will you accept the charges? Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. They know, pull the shades. Honey, pull the shades. Shit. They're watching us. Oh my God. Yeah, pen pals? No, absolutely not. How did you get collect call? No, not collect. Do you accept? You know what I mean? Do you accept this call from the prison? They always let you, and I just hang up quick. Scares me to death. Just happened recently, and it was Idaho. And I'm like, what the fuck could that be? So, yeah. Can we talk for a second about Blake Lively? I haven't done that in a while, and God, I love Elsie. She can go for days, and Zach and all, and Donna Bowling and all these people. They're going. There's new, but I don't blame them. There is so much Blake shit happening all the time. This is an eventful case that doesn't even go to court until March 2026. Her lawyers. Elsie? Oh, good. We'll get her tomorrow. Well, Blake Lively's lawyers finally filed their opposition to Justin Baldoni's motion for summary judgment to dismiss the case, outright. Baldoni asked the judge to throw out this bogus lawsuit of hers. Here are the highlights that Blake's lawyers put in there. They assert this is not a case of minor annoyances or background creative set disagreements, but a series of toxic work environments amounting to sexual harassment and retaliation. They accuse Baldoni and his team, including his production company, his associates, of pushing a victimization narrative, portraying themselves as the wrong party and casting Lively as the bully. You know all of this. They did it to avoid accountability, she says. The filing argues that those narrative-shaping efforts are part of a coordinated attempt to discredit Ms. Lively's claims and tarnish her reputation. And of course, deflect from the fact that there was an alleged toxic work environment. Oh, Blake, you poor thing. Blake's lawyers contend there are overwhelming evidentiary disputes, conflicting testimony and facts, meaning a judge must decide. So summary judgment, which would dismiss the case without a trial, is inappropriate in this case. Blake's lawyers frame the summary judgment motion as a ploy to deny her day in court. They argue she deserves a full trial so the jury can assess the totality of evidence, the conduct, the communications, the culture on set, and the retaliation after she spoke up, after she found the courage to speak up. Now, Justin Baldoni was asked about all of this during his deposition. His deposition was about the January 3rd meeting, remember, where Blake, in her infinite audacity, detailed the conditions needed for her to return to set because she didn't feel safe. Justin Baldoni says in his own words, if she doesn't promote the movie, then she can leak that I'm a bad person or that she felt unsafe with me and all that stuff and all the stuff that she has on me. Then she is the victim. It's the Taylor Swift playbook, he said. So she can ask for whatever she wants because she knows I know. I think when you're somebody small in the industry like myself, you see, this is what I have been saying all along as the reason why Blake did this. He says, I think when you're somebody small in the industry like myself and you're dealing with a titan like Miss Lively and some of the most powerful people in the world, which are her best friends, Ryan Reynolds, her husband, Taylor Swift, Bradley Cooper, who came to the screening she had at her house. Remember that? She held her own screening because she's a big producer and I edited this film. And Gigi came and all these fancy people. Ari Emanuel's the agent for Ryan. He's CEO of William Morris. I mean, those are all their powerful people. He says, when you're Ms. Lively and some of the most powerful people in the world are her best friends, and you're in the situation that I was in, Baldoni says, I think it's very reasonable, especially at this point, to be concerned about what's possible and what's not. Quote, I was spinning at this point. Yeah, so he stayed at Sean Levy. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. The director of Deadpool, and that is Ryan Reynolds' best friend. So little number 2 on the call sheet at Jane the Virgin versus this entire power structure. Smear campaign, bullying. Are you kidding me? You did a terrible thing to this guy, using all those people as weight. Dude, you're Vito Corleone, Blake. I mean, oh my God. Anyway, Blake's PR machine has somehow seduced Entertainment Weekly. I saw their post. Entertainment Weekly's getting whatever that PR guy that she hired. Entertainment Weekly's taking their pants down for Blake Lively. Page 6 knows bullshit when they see it. That's for sure. And every entertainment publication has hoed out for a big star before. I've seen it within my own shows, wherever I was. I've seen it before. They bent over backwards for a celebrity whose publicist is demanding this, that, or the next thing. And they're like, okay. And they do the puff piece or whatever it is, or basically take the talking points and run with it. But I will say this, Blake's currency is way down, right? It's remained way down. She's losing in the court of public opinion. People are too smart because content creators are too smart and they do the digging and they find the receipts. What these old publications are too lazy to do. So before you attach your reins to this sleigh, think twice, because there are people out there that are going to do the real work. The bullshit is just too easy to detect here. And Blake is not a good enough actress to convincingly play the victim. You heard me. Blake is Vito Corleone. She's the godmother. Walking the streets down there. Hey, Baldoni! Baldoni! Hey! You owe me. Huh? Where's my envelope? That's Lively right there. That's my Blake Lively as Vito Corleone. Baldoni, come here. Huh? Come here, Sizzle Tits. You owe me my envelope, no? Anyway, what do you think about that? I want to say thank you to Billy Steve and this community. Having my coffee with all of you is the best way to start the day. Thank you. We will take that. That's why we love your pod, Billy, because we're just saying it like it is. Is that what we're doing this morning? I thought her and Ryan was nice before all this. Now we see them for who they really are. Yeah. Oh, little Ryan. More is going to come out. His hands are all over this action, baby. How about the whole thing about Baldoni talking about circumcision in her apartment? It was a big hubbub from last week. I didn't really comment on it, but I'll just say quickly. She's got 3 daughters, and now she has her first son. She's pregnant with her first son, right? And she's obviously wondering, do we circumcise and all that? What are the health, complications of that? And Baldoni says, Ryan is walking in and out of the room. He's there, and Blake's 2 assistants are there, and 6 nannies are there, and they're all in the room. And he says, yeah, look, I did, it's important. He talks to the fact that he circumcised. And she's like, whoa, inappropriate. You know what's interesting about Blake? Circumcision, which is not a sexy topic. Anyone gets turned on when you talk about circumcision, get help quickly. But also like pregnancy. Jamie Heath is talking about pregnancy and how his wife delivered. These are mature enough people to have these conversations. Blake, on the other hand, has to think, whoa, circumcision, you're naked for that. And they're touching genitals. So genitals naked, whoa, inappropriate. I'm uncomfortable. Pregnancy, birth, whoa, legs are open. It has to come out of the genitalia for that. Oh my God, inappropriate. I was SH'd. What is wrong with you? Are you that big of a child? You can't have a conversation that has to do with biology and anatomy and physics, and we're making a movie here. And he's sitting in the room with your husband walking in and out. He's not like, hey, babe, Blake, I was circumcised. Hey, what do you think about that? Huh? Little snip. That's not what he did. And like, if he did, I would sue him just for making me read that and hear about it. So anywho, meanwhile, she's got half-naked men in vulnerable positions and emasculating them. Where's that? That sounds fun. Yeah, and birth is not natural either, Flake Lively. Flake Lively. Ryan's on camera saying The Rock's head looks like a penis. Make it make sense. Yeah, I bet The Rock needs to go to Ryan Reynolds' fancy Tribeca loft and go,
hello, it's me, Deadpool. Who's out there?
it's The Rock.
Oh, like, what are you doing? Just dropping by?
Did you say my head looks like a penis?
What? Like, no. Like, no. Who said no? Of course I wouldn't. You're like my bro, dude. We're bros.
Right in the kisser. That's what I say. Send The Rock over there. Steve, I'm going to tell you, I mean, we're on a heater here. Billy, you are so cute. I just love that color on you.
Billy,
Always puts a smile on my face.
the gummy last night, I'm starting to question what was in it because you're pretty fired up. Like you came in saying, I had this new gummy. And
I
now
rested. I got 8 hours. We're calling that gummy company because I want them as a sponsor. I'm not saying what the company is. You don't get that. Steve and I need money. We are simple, humble people. He never answered the door. He's such a booty. Oh my God, we're on a tear right now, Steve. We are. Yeah, you go, girl. What's up, Pasty Mama? How you doing? Yeah. Blake made a commercial with her legs on a barely dressed man as an ottoman years ago. Oh, she draped them on a man. Ooh, those hot legs. Yeah. How about this? Ryan has been in some movies I love, such as Definitely Maybe, but I haven't been able to watch anything with him in it since all this went down. Yeah. Better be careful, Billy. Is this your Finstagram, English Dick, or is this the same one? Billy, Blake will send you horse's head in your bed. She might. Oh my God. But you know what? More importantly, Betty thinks this color on me is right. I like a baby blue. You've seen the picture on my Instagram of my, I have a 1970 fully restored, rebuilt Bronco beach truck with the wooden steering wheel. But anyway, it's this color. I think powder blue is such a sexy color. And I love it when the Ole Miss Rebels wear it instead of dark blue. Not everybody feels that way, but I do. Can we say a word about our girlfriend, Sydney Boom Boom Sweeney? I stand with young Sid. They finally have shamed Sydney Sweeney into responding to the manufactured, beyond ridiculous, faux outrage of her American Eagles jeans commercial, which will not go away. Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. The boobs, of course, front and center, the denim suit. It's a powerful commercial for them. Sydney finally says, in the past, my stance has been to never respond to negative or positive press, but recently I have come to realize that my silence regarding this issue has only widened the divide, not closed it. Come on, Sydney. Who is advising you? Nobody is legitimately outraged, and if they are of no consequence to you. Or their parents, by the way. Their parents don't like them either. Sydney said, I did it because I love the jeans and love the brand. I don't support the views some people choose to connect to the campaign. Many have assigned motives and labels to me that just aren't true. Yeah, when you say many, Sid, those are just bloggers. Those are bloggers who are trying to initiate an algorithm. They're trying to pick up steam and garner some type of attention that gets traction so they can get money. Bloggers mostly get paid on a bonus structure by how many clicks they get. Okay? So they're incentivized to create all this drama and chaos. So you'll click. The views that some people choose to connect to me, she says. The views? What are the views that they're trying to connect? That her white skin and her great hair and voluptuous chest and rear end are of a superior genetic makeup than other races? Is that what they're trying to assign to you? Saying that Sydney Sweeney has great genes implies if you're not, blonde and voluppo like her, then you don't have great genes. What is this? No, it's a play on the fact that it's got nothing to do with the color of your skin, right? Who has great genes in your family? I mean, the genetic makeup is different in every race. This is crazy that it's even in that category. And she felt the need to respond to that. I feel so badly for her. Why did you do that? Was the noise that loud? Oh my God. I love that people can fill in the blanks of something with the most negative things, and then she becomes that? Oh God. Anyway, we're on a total heater this morning. Jesus Christ. The Chiefs dynasty's over. Oh yeah, Sunday Night Football last night. Wow. The Chiefs were terrible. Travis Kelce, dropping
that's
that
what I
ball
was
and
just going to
basically
say.
forcing the interception in the end, brutal. But the statistics on Chris Collinsworth was going through the statistics at the end of the game last night. He's like 6 major drops.
Yes.
Never happened in Patrick Mahomes' career. Never.
Yep.
And 3 out of 10 on first down conversions and whatever. Like the worst statistics ever. And everybody who are the big cheese on the team, they're not going to make the playoffs. They're basically out of the hunt entirely. Last night was a must win for them. And what do you think Kelce does? Oh, yeah, he's going to retire. I don't know. No one likes to go out on that note. This is the last year of his contract. So if he comes back, he needs to negotiate a new contract. Taylor wants babies. If I were him, I would have the baby and then go back and play another year. I don't know. It's not going to get better from here for the Chiefs.
No, and Kelsey's had
they had a great run. By the way, this is the NFL. There's billions and billions and billions of dollars that are invested on making these guys great and each team great. It's someone else's turn. Don't be an addict to the success. You had 3 Super Bowls, Travis. That is a massive thing. Go walk in that door, grab beautiful Taylor Swift, have a nice wedding ceremony, give her the babies. Many of them. Boom. 2 tree babies for her right away. Bang, go. Do it. And enjoy that like you enjoyed your incredible run in football.
He had a great run, but it's been a really tough year for Kelce. Not just last night. He took out one of his own players in the first game, broke the guy's arm. He's really been a tough year.
I know.
I don't know. Someone's going to say Swift curse pretty soon. Someone's going to say Swift curse.
Oh, like they did to poor Jessica Simpson when she was sitting up there dating Tony Romo, and Tony would have a bad game, and Jessica would just be like, hi! And she's wearing a pink Cowboys jersey that says Romo on the back, and she just gets booed. Travis Kelce can do whatever the hell he wants when he's done playing football. He can go up in that booth. He's going to get he'll get paid a lot of money to sit up there and be an analyst, and he'll be good. I love Tom Brady. And people are like, how the hell does Tom Brady get paid $37 million a year for 10 years? $370 million to be a color analyst in the booth. The answer to that is he doesn't. He's not just a color analyst. He shows up to all the shareholder meetings and massive, upfronts where you meet the advertisers and all that, and he's wearing a suit. And he goes around to each one of these massive buyers and shareholder groups and private equity firms, and he shakes hands with the CEO, and he takes a selfie with that person's wife. and he pulls in the kids and he says, "Come here, families. Come on in here." And they get a nice picture with Tom Brady in a 3-piece suit. You know what he is? He is the face of the stock symbol. That's what they're paying him for. I listened to Tom in the end of that game last night. I mean, he's not that game. It was Chicago Bears and Green Bay. He was announcing that. He sounded like Jerry Seinfeld in the end. He's up there at the end. What's the day? His voice is cracking all over the place. He doesn't have like he's not a great broadcaster. But he knows the game better than anyone. And I'm telling you, that guy takes more selfies on behalf of Fox Sports and the stock symbol. And he's a very solid, is he the best out there? No, but he's good. I think Collinsworth is great, and people are they split decision on him. Because his voice is kind of like that. I don't care. That guy is so descriptive and so smart. Yeah. And my ex-wife, Sydney, said it the best. She said, of all the people you listen to, I like him the most because I actually understand what he's saying.
Amen. Yeah, he's good.
He lays it out.
I'll never forget running next to him at one of the Olympics and how tall he is. You forget he's like 6'7", when he was at Collinsworth, when he was a wide receiver. You know what else Brady has, though? And you know this. Not one quarterback, if Brady needs to go interview him on camera at the big game or anywhere, whatever, is going to turn down an interview with Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady wants to talk to you. I got to go. Who? Tom Brady needs to. Oh, okay. Tell my wife to hold on the delivery of our baby. I got to talk to Tom Brady. Yeah, CJ Stroud, any one of these young guys, they're not going anywhere if Tom Brady asks for them. That's absolutely true. Brady ate turducken on camera without licking his fingers or getting schmaltz on him because he's the great Tom Brady. See, he won that too. He won the turducken competition, right? No one's, excuse me, hold on. Nobody's living the dream like Jason Kelce. The dude was a center, okay? Centers get no love. An unbelievable personality. He's an over-the-top guy. I would love to hang with Jason Kelce, preferably with like a pony keg in front of us. But Jason Kelce's living the dream.
He's literally he's living on the name.
What do you think his maximum contract was playing football? Maximum he made like 2-3 mil, maybe more. But the money he's making out of football, massive. And they're loved by the people. Yeah, so if I'm Travis, I just go, I give babies to Taylor. I get into that booth, get paid $20 million a year. He's a great ambassador for football, too. His personality is undeniable. Put the guy in there. And by the way, Travis is a great guy. I made a set visit to his Amazon Prime game show, and I got to interview him there. He was totally cool. Yeah. But I love the Gronk. But between, who's going to be I love Gronk too, but Gronk, sometimes I'm like, what did he just say? I don't even think he knows what he said. Kelce's sharp. Really sharp. Let's end on love. I love love. Steve, I love love. Would you say there's a better ambassador for love? I think we all love love. Let me go around and tell some people I love them right here. Okay? Rose, I love you. I do. Okay? Oh, Simi Saren. Hey, girl, we love you too. Oh, thank you. We need love. We need love and hugs. You know what I love about this little chat? It turns on a dime when it comes to love. Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high, baby. Okay. Oh, Linda, let me look you in the eye when I say it, Linda, I love you. Okay. There's Rose. Rose, again, circling back. Rose loves love. She does. I know. Hug and kiss your partner. Hi, Steve. Think that's you. Oh, Steve and I hug. It's like, okay, whoa, you going here or am I going right? You go right or I go left? Okay, you go left.
That's actually not true. We're very aggressive huggers.
Yeah. And it actually fits perfectly, I'm a little taller than Steve, which is perfect. We get right in there. I love love. You know who else loves love? Ah, beautiful, sweet love. When I say love, it just makes me just want to take a second. You know who loves love? Katy Perry. Katy Perry. She loves love. She's had an interesting little circle in life right now. Look at this former boy bander, the former Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, and Katy Perry. Oh, he's like, babe, did you filter me? She's like, yeah, it was filtering me, so I filtered you. There they are sharing a little, I don't know, is it a bonbon? Is it a, really? I thought it was like an exploding truffle or something. They have a little sushi right there together. Look at the way they're looking into each other's eyes. They are very much into each other. She posted a carousel on Saturday featuring she and Trudeau cheek to cheek in Japan. They were on a world tour, out to dinner with the former Japanese Prime Minister, Fumio Kishida. So I used to work with Fumio when we were in the G7. Fumio and I were really tight. So I'm going to go out with him. We both used to run countries, and we're going to bring ours. You're going to come with me. Fumio's wife is going to be there. We're going to go do some sushi. Fumio knows the best places. He gets the best tables. And so they went. And even she posted a photo alongside them. It called each other partner. Yeah. Is that Orlando Bloom? Oh, no, that's there's Trudeau. Look at that. They're a cute little couple. There's no need to hate on Katy Perry for this one. Okay. Did she have a little zip up, astronaut suit? Did that annoy people? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to say this. I would definitely take a ride on a, rocket myself. Did she need to kiss the ground? Whatever. If you love, I think they're a cute little pair. I stand with them. Love is in the air. That's right. Mary loves them together. Go ahead. Take a crap on her if you want. I don't care. I'm just saying how I feel. Yeah. I don't hate Katy Perry. That's it. Anyway. Well, it's an interesting day today. Can we talk about the day? We're going to be live at noon. We're moving times up. In the new year, Hot Mics is not going to be live at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 Eastern. It's too late now that we don't. That was only in place because we were doing television at the same time. I had to get from the set over to Hot Mics. So it'll be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 Eastern in the new year. But today we're going at noon. We're going at noon today with the most interesting guy. His name is Dan Farah, and he is the director and producer of the documentary on Prime Video called The Age of Disclosure. It is blowing up all over the streaming world. The Age of Disclosure. We are not alone in the universe. And the Pentagon has finally admitted that. There are 34 government officials who are participating in the documentary. What he went through to make this. What was seen. How about this? You want to talk about crazy? I have two relatives, very close blood relatives, a first cousin and an uncle who knew about this. I think right? I think the president knew about this, and only recently has it been acknowledged by the Pentagon, certain levels. The president of the United States has never come out and said, from the presidential podium, we are not alone in the universe. I think Dan, we'll talk to him today, but my guess is he wants Trump to do that. And if I know Trump, all you have to do to get him to do that is someone needs to say to Trump, this will be the biggest, most repeated moment. This is like a day that will live in infamy. FDR, this is I have a dream. All these are one of those moments. We are not alone in the universe. And Trump, I think he likes attention. You know what I mean? That's all you got to tell him. It'll be replayed on TikTok, sir, for the rest of eternity. And no one will ever forget you and your greatness. Okay, I'll do it. Is it even true? Because I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care if it's true. Is it true?
I'll do it right now.
I'll say anything if it's going to be repeated 8 trillion times on the tickety-tackety. Did you love the burgers in Altadena? Hey, Jackie, we sure did. I did a little, I pulled up to the drive-thru on foot. I caught them off guard a little bit, but we went to Fair Oaks Burgers in Altadena, Steve and I, because that was great. They've been through a lot. These two women, two sisters, Janet and Christy Lee, and they own Fair Oaks Burgers, and they fed the entire community and all the firefighters and everything when that fire ripped through Altadena. It's just, they're beautiful people. Anyway, see you at noon. We will have the great Dan Farah with us. I cannot wait. Watch this doc if you get a chance, The Age of Disclosure. It's unbelievable. That will be our afternoon. What else? Oh, there is a writer from the New York Times who flew out. He's down the street. He's going to be coming over to my house in an hour and a half. He's coming over to spend a little time with me, and then he's going to drive with me. I'm going to drive him over to the studio with us. He's with us for that. And then this afternoon, I think I'm with him a little bit more tomorrow, but he's writing a profile. And this is the funniest thing. Nice guy. But I said to him, I know if you're coming from the New York Times, there's a Trump angle in here somewhere, right? This is what I'm going to say to him. And he's probably watching right now. You probably have in your head a preconceived notion of what this article is, right? Steve, you remember in our day, a producer is crashing a piece for Extra or Access Hollywood. They know what the piece is. They've already written it, and they're just trying to find some bites that they can stick in that support the hypothesis. So you probably in your head know what the article is. You're writing an article on this, and you just need me to say a few things to fill it in. There's a preconceived notion of what you're going to write about me at this stage in my life. The first thing I want to address with him is be malleable, commit to being malleable, and write what you see. Be honest. I'm going to be refreshingly honest with you. Write what you see. And I see a lot of comments in here. People are saying, no. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. The New York Times, just say no. There's Joy. And Joy even went to Capitals for this. No, that's not right, Joy. Because I have a mouthpiece too. And if what happens between us then goes out, I'm going to tell you something. I wrote an article in the New York Times in December of 2017, a year after I got fired like a dog by NBC. I wrote an op-ed in the New York Times. The editor at the time basically tried to rewrite my article. I submitted it, they sent it back, and I was like, holy shit, this isn't just like you fixed a couple commas. You rewrote an article with a completely different point of view. They were using me to write something about Trump. I wish I kept the original copy. Maybe I did. I could show you the receipts. I might have it. I'm like, I didn't write this. I think Matt is his name, will be different. And if it's not, we all have our modes of communication, right? I'm not looking to, walk into this with a beef. I just know that, go against the stereotype. Do the right thing. So it'll be interesting. Just say no, poor Joy. Joy is scared. Joy's really trying to protect me. Joy's like, Joy, you're like my mom. My man, Billy, don't play. Don't do it. Oh, my, Billy knows how to stand up for himself. Thank you. Yeah. Let's not worry about me, okay? Let me tell you something. When you've been where I've been, oh, Joy. I'm your chat wife. I'm not that old. Chat wife, I love it. Oh, look, that sounded big. Good guy. What a good guy, Santa. Thank you for all the work you do. Huh? Thank you for that really tireless night. But we still don't understand the logistics of. No one really quite. You know what? I'm not going to ask.
You gotta believe. You gotta believe.
Did you lose weight? Are you on Ozempic? I don't know about that. You should. It's been on the GLP-1s, I believe. Love you all. Have a wonderful, powerful day. Do something courageous. Stand up for someone. Stand up for the little guy today. Right? Just like we tell our kid. The kid who's not that popular or whatever, sitting at a table. We'll sit with that kid. All right? Lift someone up today. More gummies for Billy. Na, 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 na. Headphones are out too.
Yeah, you were on fire today. On fire.
Thank you.
No.
Steve, I love you.
I love you too, Bill.
Oh, he's hugging me. Oh, Steve.
Oh.
Oh. No, I was just doing audio.
Oh. All right. 3, 2, 1.